got the checks, you guys. I always tell you that. I get it. They all made good money fighting under Al Heyman's big credit card. But what has Al Heyman, seriously, with the talent
Here's the thing.
that this kid looks like
okay,
he has?
Okay, now wait. Now I'm going to take the other side of the coin here. All right? Just to take the other side of the coin. If you're selling out arenas, right, and you're getting sponsors, and guys are getting paid,
not selling out,
and people are showing up to watch the shit show, right? If people are showing up to see the bullshit.
But did anyone notice they were there for Vargas last night?
They were there for Vargas. No, they were there for Vargas, and they were there for Broner. There was a huge crowd for Broner. But
Charlo is from Houston, Texas. There was nobody there cheering.
Yeah, and for some reason they have Charlo fight in Vegas a lot too, on Mayweather undercards, which is very weird. I really don't know. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I would, if you are a black boxing fan, any black person yourself, this is not a racial moment. You need to explain this to me. Go on Facebook, type in Fight Net Radio, insert sponsor here. Type in Fight Net Radio. Go to our Facebook page. I want to hear from you. Like, are you just cheering for this guy because he's black? And if that is the case, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone does that.
That's cool with that. White people cheer for Spike O'Sullivan all the time because of his...
Not only that, Lee, I cheer for Americans. I don't care what...
Yeah, right. Andrew doesn't give a shit. It's American or he's a ride or die American guy. I personally don't cheer for anybody. I literally am cheering against the crowd. I'm the guy who watches sports in other stadiums hoping that the home team loses. Right? That's the way I like watching sports. That's my favorite thing about sports, making the other people sad. I'm really fucked up in the head, Andrew.
Lee,
it's so true.
Charlo, Jermall.
By the way,
Jermall,
I got confirmation from the
Jermall.
Mexican. By the way, got confirmation from the Mexican community. They are over Canelo.
Oh, we'll get into that. Listen, he's 6 foot. He has a 73.5-inch reach, man.
Why are we still talking about Charlo? Can't we get to the decent fight of the night?
Because he's undefeated, and he's one of the best fighters in the middleweight division.
Dude, we're 40 minutes into this show, and we've covered all the shit fights. All the shit fights. All the shit fights. All the shit fights.
Right,
tell me which one is not a shit fight.
Whatever.
Wait,
go to the main
let's welcome to the newest segment of the show. Let's score the fights from 1 to 10 scale from now on. Okay, is that fair?
All right.
Amir Khan, Phil Greco, scale of 1 to 10.
Fucking 0, man.
0
as
well
didn't
for
even
me.
show up, Lee.
Well, you got to say a 1. But all right, I'll go with a 0.
1. I'll get it. All right,
and I'll give it a
go.
1 as well. Carl Frampton, Nonito, Donaire.
5.
I give it a 3. We'll split the difference and call it a 4. Gervonta Davis and the diving Jesus Cuellar.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that. I'll say only because he made it to the second round, because he clearly wanted to quit in the first round from that bullshit body shot.
Hey, in Argentina, they get knockouts all day, buddy. I'm going home.
All right, I'll go 2. Jermall Charlo, Hugo Centeno.
Man, these are low scores, Lee. I know. 3, 4. I get it.
Really?
I get it, bro.
I'm
3.
back at a 2, so we'll split the difference and call it a 3. Adrien Broner, Jessie Vargas, before we discuss it, on a scale of 1 to 10.
10. 10.
No, because I don't like there not being a decision.
Let me give you a reason.
I'll give it an 8. Okay. It's a really good fight.
Yeah. Dude, they showed up. Anyone who just caught that
And by the way,
fight,
here's how let's discuss the ratings on how this worked. You, Andrew, for everybody listening, you will sit through a shitty fight, will you not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will record about an hour in front of me. Andrew knows this. I record about an hour in front of me so that if a fight's shitty, I can skip rounds. I have no issue with it. Adrien Broner and Jessie Vargas, I'm fast forwarding through the corner time. Like, I need to get to the next. I need to see how this thing plays out.
Exactly.
This was the first time in a long time where I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit what you're saying in the corner. Let's go. Just do it again. And I want it in 15 seconds. I don't even want that like bullshit first 15 seconds of feeling it out. Just get back to throwing that Jessie Vargas and that jab. He is Mike McCallum Jr. If they don't start calling Jessie the body snatcher Vargas, that's criminal. He should be Jessie the body snatcher Vargas. That dude went to the body so often and so hard. Adrien Broner at the end of the fight was humbled by the body attack. Humbled. I'm amazed that Broner was able to.
I didn't see
that.
Lee,
body
I gotta
attack
disagree
was
with the humbled
vicious.
part.
Dude, he went at that body all day.
He did. No, I give
every
him that.
day.
Lee.
Ooh.
Vargas is in control of this fight going into round 7.
Why he stops that jab at round 7, I thought he
got tired in round 5 at the 130 mark.
Okay, let's discuss it real quick. For those of you wondering, unlike the previous fights we just discussed, this fight ends in a draw, except for, of course, Julie Letterman, who must be as seen and as senile as her father.
Will you stop? No, she's not, and I'll tell you why. But stop it with these.
Dude, how does she score at 115, 113 for Broner?
Because everyone else had it a draw. 3 other people have this a draw. So the fact that she's only a few rounds off, that's not bad. Yes. I hate it when it's 118 to 110, okay? And everyone else had it a draw.
She's in the pockets of the PBC. Let's call it for what it is.
Lee, those first 2 rounds, Jessie is very lucky. Those didn't go to Vargas because he's the East Coast guy with the bigger market. By the way, for future fights with PBC and Mayweather co-promoted events, I don't want to see Leonard Ellerbe in the ring anymore. I'm over it. That toothy grin, he's the new Don King. I want him out. Yeah, and you seen what Adrien Broner, he said you're hella soft, you're a liar. I'll take that soft shit somewhere else.
Yeah, gotta go.
You know it.
It's gotta go.
You remember our good old co-host Julian, what he thought of Ed Leonard, right? He never had no evidence, but he always used to say he thought him and Floyd were dating.
At the literal end of this fight, for those of you who watched the fight, literally at the end of this fight, the first words out of Jessie Vargas's mouth is, "Let's do it again." To which Adrien Broner did not quickly respond. Of course, he went with the politically correct, "Yeah, okay, we got to do it again." I don't think Adrien Broner wants this fight again.
Oh, he should. Come on, he can't crack an egg, Lee. That's the problem. I told you that going in. Jessie Vargas can't crack an egg. Yeah, he got close, but come on, he's landing some flush punches. He landed a jab, a straight jab, for the first 6 rounds of this fight. It never once made his nose bleed. It didn't even give him It didn't even give him a puffy eye, bro.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I know that, but this is why Adrien Broner would take the rematch. Come on. It wasn't. Adrien Broner will step it up a few rounds earlier. Lee, I have this a close fight. I thought it's the last 2 rounds that made it a draw, you guys. I'm dead serious. I have this thing even going into round 11. And then
no, I have it even. I have it even at 9. I have it even at 10. Plus
going
or minus.
into round 11. That's what I'm saying. Lee, and then I give Vargas round 11.
Right.
I was like, holy smokes, here you got fucking Broner winning like 5 rounds, 4 rounds straight, dude. From round 7 to round 10, Broner is bringing it. This fight is turned. The first 5 rounds, first 6 rounds, it is Jessie Vargas's jab, his output, right? He's throwing the jab, he's throwing combinations. They did a great job of studying the Madonna tape. If you guys watch, he's throwing a right hand from different angles. At one point, he even does the looping right hand. That was from the Madonna fight. Great job on Mike McCallum to seeing those flaws in the Broner defense and bringing them back here again with his fighter. The jab, the bullying, just being a bully. You know what, Broner, you kind of fold, bro. You kind of fold under pressure. It's kind of like you don't know how to respond when someone gets in your face. Jessie brought that attitude with him, but you know what, Lee? He gets tired, man. Paul Malignaggi sees it in round 5, minute 30. I'm telling you guys, go back to like a minute 45 minute 45 of round 5, and you're gonna hear around the 130 mark. Paul Malignaggi says Jessie needs to relax. He looks like he's getting tired, and you know what? His mouth is open at that point. He's breathing through his mouthpiece. The 6th round is still Jessie, still dominating. Broner still being a little too defensive. But then he starts gasping for air. You know what I thought Broner did wrong in this fight was he didn't go enough to the body in the end. When you have a fighter, you guys, Jesse's pushing his punches. He's stepping. He's not snapping. He's stepping with the jab. He's stepping with the right hand. He's pushing. Broner needs to counter to the body, and you would have broke him. You would have broke him mentally before physically, but it would have happened because he's gasping for air. He's tired. He's on his leg. Give Jesse credit for fighting through that for like fucking 4 or 5 rounds, Lee. Jesse is fighting with inches of life in his fighting body, right? You can see it in his mouth. He is not breathing through his mouth. He is gasping for air, and Broner never took him over the hill. He never takes him to that moment. He's fighting with him. He's not putting his foot on the pedal and taking the fight to him to break him. He could have. And that's why you take the rematch. Jesse does not have the pop to keep a welterweight off of him. I've said this his whole career. It showed again last night. He landed tremendous shots, Lee. Nothing is hurting Broner. Broner kept shaking his head, talking to him. I know he's losing on points. But, you know, Showtime was doing a lot of the output wins fights. Bullshit. Clean, effective punching wins fights also. I've heard you networks tell me that numerous times. And the clean, effective punching, the damage shots, you know, when you hear Max go, the fighter I would like to be is the guy that looks like he's putting bruises on your skin, cutting your eyes, got you gasping for air. Okay, that was Jesse looking like that. But great fight. Great fight, Lee. I loved it. Bring it back. I knew it was a draw. It was potential. And because it's PBC and they like keeping all their shit in their stable, I'm not surprised with the draw at all. They will bring this fight back maybe 2 more times.
I wish you could just shut your big yapper.
Hi.
He hung up on me.
No, you can't. No, I'm inserting sound effects tomorrow, and you're gonna be Lee. You're a dick. I'm just waiting for that text to come back tomorrow.
You don't like it, Lee.
No, I'm with you. I think you're not being fair. No, I don't think you're being fair to Vargas. I don't.
What do you mean? I did say he give him credit for what he fought through. Lee, he only wins 1 round in the last 6, okay? He took the first 6 rounds. He took them. Okay, I'll give him that. Maybe Broner takes 1. I gave him the score of 2, but I'm going to have to rewatch the fight. It's a close fight. But going down the stretch,
well, the number of penny. Well,
my boy is holding. He's holding on, bro. You can see Broner has clearly switched the tide in this fight going into the later stage. And then round 12. Round fucking 12. What are these guys doing? That's when I wanted a draw. Both of you are going to act like neither of you need this fucking round draw. Fine. Because in that round, men are supposed to, and you know what? They are men. I'm going to get in why I give this a 10 after this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No.
Okay, the round 12 I thought is why it was a draw, you guys. You watched that round, neither man
wanted the fight. I agree.
Yeah, okay, so now why I give it a 10 is because these were both warriors. Let me tell you something. They had 7 weeks to make a fight with Adrien Broner, who had just lost the fight with Omar Figueroa. They turned around and fought a guy who was ranked top 3 in 2 belt categories in the welterweight division and 4th in the 3rd one. The only title that Jesse wasn't ranked in, I believe, is the WBO. He's top 10 in the world in the welterweight division. They made this fight with 7 weeks. These two showed up and gave us a hell of a fight. They gave us a fight that's so good, I don't care if Al Heyman signs an immediate rematch. I do want to watch it again, like Lee said. This is one of those fights where you did not know the outcome. This fight is so close. It's fine on the rematch with this PBC fight. Then I go to Triple G, Lee, who just announced this week who he's going to replace it with.
He's fighting nobody. He's fighting Vanes, but I told you, and that'll get him.
I know, and I'm going to.
All of Glendale will buy a ticket. Come on, they even want real money for that fight. I looked up tickets the other day. They want real money for those seats.
I'm going to give you credit right now, Lee. You called that shit in February. You said, or 2-3 weeks ago when they told us he got busted in February.
He's going to fight Vargas. There's
you
no
said
question.
You said they're going to back out of the fight. They already knew in February, so De La Hoya and them already knew their guy was suspended. That's why he doesn't even have to show up